You're listening to
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Live.
From the Queen City studio.
With the Deacon Live.
Right now.
Ready?
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back. You are listening to Deacon Live right here at Proper Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher Man.
The hog in heaven.
Yeah. Give us a call here at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. And make sure you follow us on all our social networks and stuff. You can find that right there on the Prophet Radio website. Make sure you become a subscriber, supporter of the show through Patreon. And Teacher Man, have you seen all the videos, all the bad phone calls that I get on a daily basis here at the studios?
You know, I try as often as I can, but you know, even I have not been able to get to every single one of them.
I know, there's a bunch of them on there, and for only as low as $2 a month, you can hear all the shenanigans that goes on. I try to keep the person on hold as long as I can. Hello, this is Tom. All right, Tom, sell me something.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah. Oh, Teacher Man, 2019. Did you ever think that would happen? And I hate to say it, in your lifetime. Of course, you always hope that you would see something in your lifetime. 2019. I remember, as simple as when I was like 16, 17, 18 years old, I remember the year 2000. I'm like going, 2000, you know how old I'm going to be? I'm going to be 27. I'm going to be able to drink and party and stay up all night. And what did I do when the year 2000 came? You know, because Prince, you know, in the 80s,
right,
you know, mid-80s, you know, living in 1999. And I was like going, I'm going to party like it's 1999 and I'll be 27. Can you imagine that party? And then when I hit 27 and the year 2000 came around, guess what happened?
You were sleeping.
I was asleep by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, you know, I felt kind of the same way when I was, I'm thinking more back to 7, 8, 9 years old. And we as kids amongst ourselves in the neighborhood, we'd talk and we'd say, man, the year 2000, we're going to be 50 years old. Can you imagine being 50 years old in the year 2000? And I was asleep too.
Oh, were you? Well, yeah. When you're 50, you go to bed like
yeah.
As soon as the sun goes down. You know, yeah. Do me a favor. Take your microphone and spin it 90 degrees. There you go. Right it. There you go.
I must have bumped it. I didn't. Sorry about that.
No, much better. So, did you have a good holiday? You know, we just came through the Christmas holidays and stuff. And did you get everything that you wanted?
Oh my goodness, and then some.
Yeah.
And then some. And I've got it all. I've got my first set of ingredients to make my first loaf of bread.
Oh, well, with what? I mean,
with my new bread man machine.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you know?
God, my bread man machine, my sound bar for my TV, that's all set up and rocking and rolling.
Uh-huh.
Man, oh man, I got these damn shades for the windshield of my car.
Uh-huh.
You know, to keep the sun off my seat and the
What's that
dashboard.
got to do with baking bread?
Well, I don't know. I haven't baked the bread yet, so I don't know how to do it.
So you got a bread maker. That's the main thing.
Right.
Okay. And so the bread maker, my dad got one many years ago, and they come out like the size of a meatloaf tray. I'm kind of disappointed though. Is your bread maker like make full? You know, because I want. You know what I want? When you go to the store and get your white wheat ghetto bread, I want a loaf that big. That's what I want. I don't want the little, like a meatloaf tray pan of bread. When people say I make bread and you get this little piece of thing, you know what I'm talking? It's like the size of a fruitcake.
So I'll make you 4 of them. What the hell do you care?
When I hear people saying I got a bread maker, I want a full loaf of sliced, nature's own honey wheat bread in the big loaf where I could make at least 13 sandwiches.
Well, you know,
and then they bring over the bread and it's about the size of a the meatloaf tray.
Well,
and what the hell am I going to do with this?
You could rent out half of the Merita factory then, if that's what you want, and you know, and take home truckloads of it. This makes a 1, 2, or 3 pound loaf.
I don't know what that means. I've taken a 1 pound loaf. I know that.
Okay, well, double that, and that's 2 pounds.
Oh, Jesus. Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. And you haven't made anything yet. You haven't get it out. Do you have to sterilize it? Like, you know, when people make beer, you know, they need to sterilize the bottles because then the beer gets skunky.
Well, I have not read the full set of instructions yet, but I imagine, yes, it has to be cleaned.
Right. Well,
but there's also, you know, with beer and everything, there's living organisms in there, like yeast, and bread has yeast in it. So there probably is a sanitizing process.
Right, but I mean, is it as intricate as making beer as to making bread? I mean, there's only like one different step between the two, isn't there? I mean, one's barley, one's something else. Wheat?
No.
You can see my kitchen talents are right here.
Oh, yeah. Fermentation.
Right.
Beer ferments. Bread ferments.
Right.
And actually, bread you can do in one day.
Right.
One step.
So you were talking about something else with some sunshades. What's wrong with
Oh, yeah. I got these things that shade. You put in the windshield of your car to shade your seats and dashboard and everything.
You know what? You know what? In Florida, when you get your driver's license in Florida, you want to hear something cool? This would be cool. As soon as you get your driver's license in Florida, they should automatically hand you one of those, whether it's cardboard or whatever. I remember they came out in like the early 80s, and it was just a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
And then they've improved on it, and they found out that it actually worked. I think when you get your driver's license in Florida, no matter what age you are, they automatically hand you one of those sunshades to put in your car.
It comes with it, right?
Yeah, it comes with it, yeah.
But, well, anyway, I got a set of those, and, they go in the windshield. And, believe it or not, all right, we're not in Florida, we're in North Carolina. But summers do get hot, and the sun, although it does beat down on the car, will heat it up pretty high, pretty steamy.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want my sensitive ass sitting on my hot seat.
Now, when you say sensitive ass, like your physical butt, or you're just a sensitive ass?
I have a sensitive ass.
Okay.
But anyway, there's a simple set of directions with it. It says to fold this and twist. I'll be a son of a bitch. I can't get those fuckers to fold up, and they're unfolded, laying in the back, on the floor of my car,
right
in the back, and behind my front seat.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know that I would need to. I never ride anybody back there,
right.
As you guys well know when you drive it.
So, did you get any gag gifts or anything this year for the holidays?
Gag gifts.
You know what a gag gift is, right?
No.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
No.
Well, you ever seen like a how do I explain it? Let's say you get like a shower massager, but then it's not really a shower massager. And here's a prime example. It's a like blown bubbles.
I never knew him.
Well, I know. But, you get a gift that says, and it's basically like the thing of bubbles with the thing that you blow the bubbles, and you're like, going, what is this? And you're like, well, you're full of hot air, so you should be able to pump out all these bubbles and stuff. That's a gag gift. It's kind of a joke based on your character or your, or something that's happened throughout the year. I mean, that's a gag gift. You didn't get any gag gifts this year?
No.
Maybe the sunshade was a gift.
Believe it or not, that was on my list.
What else did you get this year that you liked or enjoyed?
I liked everything. I like all my little stocking stuffers, my little sugarless candies, my Twizzlers. I got a razor. I mean, all sorts of nice shit. Some new flannel lounge pants, and then the one I like the best is the one I'm gonna. As a matter of fact, it's already in the suitcase. The thermal shirt with the new pair of lounge pants.
Now, in the suitcase, what are you talking about? Why is it in the suitcase? Where are you going?
That was when you asked me what's new and what's coming up, teacher man, Deacon, I was going to tell you that don't forget, in 2 short weeks, I'm going to New York.
Oh, yeah? How long are you going to be up there?
Probably about a month. Probably about a month.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, well, and then fucking January and February, it's a cold son of a bitch up there.
Now, did you decide, we were talking about, we don't do New Year's resolutions, we do New Year's predictions. I said something about, it'd be great to see you, or you said something about going out and visiting the world, the planet, this ball that we see.
I have made up my mind.
And where are you going?
I have made up my mind. My prediction is
not prediction because you're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
All right,
so it's a resolution.
All right, it's a resolution.
All right. I resolve that I'm going to take my ass to Maine, and it was my daughter's suggestion.
And why Maine? Why Maine?
Well, because she could see my ass on the docks watching the boats come in and out. She could see me eating up and glomming all that seafood and chowder. And oh man!
And how long of a trip is this going to be?
You know what? I'm going to say a good week. I'd like to see a week.
Do you, now, if you're going to do a week, you can't just go up there and eat, lobster rolls and stuff. You have to plan out. There's a lot of stuff to do. Are you going to like a travel agent or anything like that?
No. I'm going to wait till I get up there and see what's up there to do, and because I'm.
Oh, easy! Whoa, getting choked up.
I'm not one to. I hate. That's one of the reasons why I hate weddings. Because partying by anything you have to do by a schedule.
Right.
And, when we went on trips, on cruises and stuff like that, to set up a routine, a schedule where you have to do this at this time and have to do that at that time, and fuck that.
So you're not a scheduled man?
No.
But, I mean, at least you have an itinerary. Like, I'm going to go see the docks, and then I'm going to go see where Abraham Lincoln took a dump, and then I'm going to go see where they made the first coffee, or I'm going to go, and, you got to plan that stuff out.
Yeah, well, I want to go to the mountains. I want to stay maybe in a mountainside chalet for a night or two.
You going to do Airbnb, or are you just going to sign up for whatever hotel that's out there?
I'm going to sign up for the one closest to the restaurant that I pick out.
Okay.
And I'm going to eat clams till they're coming out my ears. I'm going to eat clam chowder.
Well,
I'm going to eat steamers.
You going to bring some back?
I don't know. Probably be my last meal, but I mean, other than that, no, I'm not going to bring any back.
We have some exciting stuff happening here at the station. We have a special guest here in the studio, Teacher Man.
Hey.
Sees the special guest. We're not going to give that away just yet.
No.
But we're going to do something special here. It's the end of the year. It's the new me, and you're going to see it all on Facebook. I'm the new me, my new resolutions, my new this and my new that. So stick around. We're going to give away.
So what you're saying, it's the new you.
Is it me or is it you that we're getting?
It's the new you.
Yeah. So when we come back, we're going to talk to our special guest here in the studio and describe what we're going to do as far as the new us here at the station. Stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Proper Radio. I'll be right back. Ba-ba. You okay?
Me?
Anybody? Is everybody okay?
Yeah. Am I standing right here?
You're standing right there. Okay. Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Proper Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher Man.
Cranking it up for the new year.
Yeah, get ready for the new year. Are you excited?
Yes.
I mean, when are you planning on? Once you go to New York. Oh, give us a call here at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina at 407-448-8800. And you were saying that you're going up to see your mama.
Yes.
And she is in Long Island.
Right.
And you're going to be up there for about a month.
About a month.
Now, and explain that, because a lot of people don't know that, your mom lives with your brother, but she's got like her own little room and stuff on the thing.
Okay. After my mom had her stroke, she actually paid for an apartment to be added on to my brother's house. At either my brother, well, it was my brother's and my decision. Mom, you're either coming to live with me in Florida,
right,
or you're going to live with my brother in New York.
So he took her up, and he's been watching her and stuff, and this is kind of like giving your brother a break, which is nice,
right?
Yeah,
right.
So they can do all their own stuff and throughout the years, and so. But you're going to Maine. So when are you going to Maine? What time of year? Because, you're going to be up there for a month. Now you're pushing into February. What are you going to do? Is it snow? Is it going to be cold up there? Lots of rolls.
In New York?
No, not New York. Ding dong, in Maine.
Well, I haven't been there yet. I don't know when I'm going yet.
Okay.
And not only that, I wanted to square up with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
When and if you wanted to go on a vacation.
Right.
If you weren't going to go away until spring or summer or whatever, then I would go ahead and push the Maine trip up.
To Maine.
If you were going to go...
The Maine trip up to Maine.
Push it up to Maine, right. If you decided that soon after I got back that you wanted to go out and do something, then I would wait until you guys got to do something. Plan after that.
Well, unlike you, Teacher Man, I still have to wait for my vacation days to reset here at the station. You get all the vacation days you want for whatever reason. I don't know. You've signed some contract here at the station where you can take off whenever you want. So, so we're going to miss you for about a month. And when is that? That starts, what, 2 weeks from now? A week?
January 12th.
January 12th. All right. So bear with us while Teacher Man goes up to New York.
It's going to be tough
Yep.
for you, I know, but I got to go.
So 2019, we're getting ready to change everything here. Personal levels, you see it on Facebook. Everyone wants to change. I want to eat less. I want to work out better. I want to do this. I want to do that. And something that my wife has been driving me crazy about getting my hair cut. Now, you know where we live, out in the French, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we live out in the French, and there is no place around. If you watch the videos, if you're part of the Prophet Radio on YouTube, I've got a drone at the French, and I've flown it around. You can see that. I mean, there is miles and miles and nothing but farmland, a couple of houses here and there. It takes, it's almost like it's a whole day trip to go get your hair cut.
And the barbers that we have close to here,
Yeah.
you don't want them cutting your hair.
They're old
Yeah.
old school barbers. But so my wife has gotten really, really good at cutting my hair, and she's done it, I think, for the last 10 years. So here in the studio, I'd like to introduce you. First time here on Deacon Live is my wife, Amy. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for showing up and taking time to come down here to the studio.
Sure.
Yeah? Are you excited? Oh, hold on, because if you're watching the video, which will be posted here later for my lady, she is standing behind me, and if you look at my hair, I like my hair. And now it's a little humid out, so I got like all the curls going. Teacher Man, what do you think? You like the length of my hair? I mean, it's good.
Hell no.
What do you mean, hell no?
No. You need to have a stylist take care of business.
Now, hold on a minute.
And listen, by the way, besides your wife, that's
Right.
my daughter.
Right, I know.
She's a stylist.
I know she's a stylist, but here, let me explain this. Teacher Man, you are almost completely gray.
Right.
All right. For the most part, I still have the color in my hair. Now, I do, like, around my cheeks and my beard line, I do have the salt and pepper going on.
Uh-huh.
For the most part, my hair is still its natural color, which is what would you call the color?
On the way to gray?
No, it's not on the way to gray.
Like a natural brown color.
Yeah.
Light
It's brown. Auburn.
Yeah. Well, now Auburn's red.
Auburn's. Oh, okay.
Auburn has red in it.
Well, then it's just regular old
Brown.
deep shit brown.
Deep shit, which is, but my eyes are blue or green depending on, the time of day
Blue.
and stuff. Blue, thank you. So if you're watching the video, but I've got nice thick hair.
It's wild.
It is wild, but I mean, I'm a radio guy. Hey, oh, yeah.
That's why you're a radio guy, not a TV guy.
So, but I like when my hair gets a little bit long on top, but I don't like the longness on the side. My wife doesn't like it. What, you're shaking your head. What are you doing? No, my wife.
No. I like the whole faded and tight up top, and I just think that, I don't know.
Do you really?
I do.
All right. Well, the special guest that we have here in the studio is my wife, which is Amy, and we are going to cut my hair live on the air, and we're going to try to carry on a conversation while she cuts my hair on the air. How do you feel about that?
Just don't stick your tongue out too far. You're liable to lose it.
Well,
While
no,
you're
please
talking.
do.
Yeah.
I know what this is. It's horrible radio. So, speaking of horrible, we have lost a lot of people in 2018 as far as like celebrities. Can you name at least top 5 celebrities that we've lost this year?
I've come up with one because I read the article
Did you
about
really?
her.
Damn
Yes.
it. All right, hold on. Amy, have you come up with? Do you know any of the? Name 5 people that we've lost here this year.
His name is escaping me. The vice president. is
Okay.
one.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get my. All right. So senior.
John McCain.
Yes, Tom McCain. Thank you.
John.
John McCain.
Tom McCain is
Yeah.
actually a
John McCain.
footwear guy. He made Tom McCain's or Tom McCann's. All right.
And he was
John
a big time shoe store guy.
Right.
Yes.
What about Bush Senior?
Yep.
Bush Senior.
Bush Senior.
Tom McCann. And anyone else, like celebrity-wise? Can you name a couple people? I'll give you a couple more. See?
I can If you're ready for mine, I can tell you.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Penny Marshall.
All right. Well, that's recent. So Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall,
right.
very recent.
All right. So Penny Marshall. And for those of you who don't know who Penny Marshall is, she was
Laverne and Shirley.
And what was the famous song they used to sing at the beginning of the show?
Oh,
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, House of Pep Incorporated. We're gonna do it.
you know.
All right.
You should have paid attention in school as well as you paid attention to that
Well,
shit.
these are one of those shows I had to sneak in my uncle's room when he was living with us and watch it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, my mom and dad hated, well, my dad hated Laverne and Shirley because it was...
You didn't have a television in your bedroom?
No! Not my bedroom, no.
Why not?
Not till I was, like, in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. I never did. And here's the funny part, and this is a big joke that was going through the family. So my mom worked for... All right, here we go. A little backtrack here. So my mom worked for... She's always been in the hotel business, whether it be, front desk or...
Hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality. She's been in that. So anytime they used to go through the hotel and update everything in the hotel, TVs, furniture, and stuff like that, they would give the employees first rank on the stuff they were giving away or throwing out or whatever. And they were giving away big at the time. I think they were 24-inch, 23-inch TVs.
And you didn't say, Ma, get me one of those TVs?
Well, hold on one sec. So my mom, and they were $20 a piece. So my mom paid $100 and got like 5 of them, and we stored them in my Uncle Jim's room. So I mean, literally. It looked like Sears in his room because, and they were out of the box, and they had the room numbers engraved on the top. They were like scarred in with a stencil thing.
Yeah.
So we had and when a TV would go out, the tube would go out. They'd throw that one out and grab another one out of his room and plug it up in the living room.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So when they figured out, they started upgrading their TVs and stuff, and my Uncle Jim had 3 TVs. My mom said, "Okay, well let Deacon have one in his room," and I did. I got one.
You did.
But it was one of the old school cheap. I mean, like motel. The
Big
ones
box tube TVs.
Yeah, big box tube TVs,
yeah.
and that's what was in there now. So yeah.
Good for you.
All right, so here's a short list of people that don't look at the screen. Some people that have passed away that we might have forgotten. And earlier this year, January 5th, Jerry Van Dyke, you know who he is?
Yes, Dick's brother.
Yep, he passed away. Let's see. Oh, the lead singer of Cranberries passed away this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I like that group.
Yep. And let's see. I don't know who Mark Stallings is. Let's see. John Mahoney. You know who John Mahoney is. He was the father from Frasier. He was his dad.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Just kind of scrolling
Passed
through.
away on my birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just scrolling through here real quickly. But everyone says that they always remember when Janis Joplin died, but they never. What's his name?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Yes.
Passed
I'm
away.
surprised I forgot about him.
Yep. But and that's how quickly the news cycle is. They pass away, and then the news cycle just swallows them up. Let's see. Oh, what's his name? Come on, scumbag.
What's your name, scumbag?
Yeah, what's your name?
Arlie Ermy.
Yep, passed away this past year.
Mail call.
Yeah, his name from Harry Henderson from Night Court passed away this year.
Oh.
And look at the difference in him as far as age-wise. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's a shame. A lot of people have passed away. I mean, I can go on and on and on. There's a Troy.
Yeah, I remember.
Mini-Me passed away.
Oh, Margot Kidder.
Yep, she passed away this year. And
Superman.
everyone forgets about these people that have passed away. I mean, it's quickly as
Now, they forget about those people so quickly. How long do you think we're going to be remembered?
well, hopefully these tapes will go down in history, and aliens from other planets will discover these Deacon Live tapes because they're stored up on the interweb, and they'll listen to them and go, "Holy mackerel! Those people were above their time," or I don't know what.
That was one of the reasons why I always said I was glad that I taught for so many years.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of kids out there that'll say, "I remember when I had Mr. K." for math. They'll remember Mr. K.
Exactly. All right, well, when we come back, my beautiful wife, is going to start cutting my hair. Maybe the thing running there?
Almost.
You have the clippers?
Yeah, they're down here.
Are they plugged in?
Yep.
Put it up to the microphone so everyone can hear that it's going to be real. It's real. Take your time. Every now and then I get a little bit.
You better be careful. You might end up with some wild haircut.
Yeah, they're going to see it live.
Oh.
There you go.
No, now put the head clippers up there. That's something else.
That is not a vibrator.
Oh, okay.
These are the head clippers.
All right. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Here on Prophet Radio, my name is Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher Man.
A New Year man.
Yeah, New Year man. And we have a special guest here in the studio. My wife is getting ready to chop my hair off.
Howdy.
Yeah, and she's getting ready to cut my hair for the new year. So this is she's setting up all her stuff. If you're watching us on the video at the Patreon section, you can see I have different headphones in now because I can't have the ones that wrap around my head. I have to have the ones that, you listen to your iPad and stuff and iPod. Give us a call here at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. We are live in the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Make sure you follow us on all our social networks through Prophet Radio and support the show through Patreon, which is located there as well. Teacher Man!
Yes.
You know what time it is?
It's
time to open up the show beer.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I want to show you something that I got for my Christmas, a gift that I got. Teacher Man, you ever had like you like draft beer?
Oh, that is my top preference. If I drink a beer and draft beer is available, I will have a draft beer.
Well, I want you. What's that, babe?
I have to go downstairs real quick.
Okay. She'll be right back. She's setting up her stuff here. So she's going to go out to the parking lot to grab some stuff from the studio. So, Teacher Man, I got a set of these 4 things right here. And these are, feel that right there? They're crystallized mugs. They got.
Oh.
Hold that for a second while I switch screens.
So, this is got like a gel.
Yeah, now the one I used to have, and I was telling my wife, I used to have one that had the water inside, and you put it in the freezer, and it was plastic. And the water would freeze, and then you pour your beer in it and stuff. And so she found these online, a set of 4, that's got like the not gel, but they're like jelly. Inside. Yeah. And it's time for the show beer.
And away we go.
And I'm gonna pour this into my brand new mug, and we'll see if I can get it close to the
nice. Oh, that sounds good.
And Teacher Man, I want you to take a sip. If you can, I'm going to hand this over to you. Don't spill it in the studio. Got it?
Yes.
All right. Give it a second to...
Let me
Yep.
get the schmutz off.
Hold on one second. Let me switch cameras here. You can give us a call anytime at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800.
You know what?
What's that?
That should be commercial.
Yeah. Well, you're making it right now.
Commercial.
Don't Look at the screen and look at what you're doing. You got the mug right in front of your mug.
Okay. Let me see how I can do this. That is a commercial.
Yeah. There you go. All right, take a sip and tell me what you think. There you go. He's drinking it down. How is it?
I want the other 3 mugs.
Yeah. So my beautiful wife, bought me a set of 4 of these, which is nice. Because
and he actually shared it with me.
Yeah, I shared it with you.
Wow.
So, you want to finish that, or you?
No.
You got enough in your Moscow Mule over there?
Yeah. Well, you don't have another glass with you.
Well, you can have the rest of that. Take that.
I'm not going to turn you down.
It's New Year's Eve.
That was delicious.
It's New Year's Eve. It's rainy out here in the Queen City studio.
I ain't going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to Uber home from here. Believe me, I've already set it all up. So, babe, you all right?
Got what I needed.
You got what you needed?
Hey.
All right, so I'm going to switch cameras here. And you might hear some cutting. You might hear some yelling. You might hear some people screaming. But she is going to give me a haircut here on the air. Teacher Man, anything else going on? So, car running good?
car is running awesome. And I was talking to Amy about this the other day, and she said that it's probably nothing to worry about. That it's more likely residual.
What?
Because the oil smell.
Yes,
that we had smelled the other day.
Now, just to backtrack, we took your car out for about a 20-mile ride. We went into Matthews to go to Costco, and I could smell something sitting in traffic. I could smell, if you ever seen or smelled anything that drips on your engine, you automatically smell it through your AC vents.
Right.
So, yeah, I smelled that, and you were saying that, no, that's the car in front of me. I'm like, oh, no, that's not the first time I've smelled that.
Well, and then I realized that it wasn't the first time that we've smelled it.
Right.
Because I've been in the car with Amy before, and it smelled.
Yeah.
But I don't see any leakage underneath my car.
So you don't have any drops or anything on the ground?
Hell, it's a 2006.
Right.
So, I mean...
It's not that old, though.
No, it's not that old.
No.
So I mean, if I have to take it in, I think I might find another Ford dealer because I've been to 2 already.
Right.
And the first guy swore up and down that they checked it over for leaks and everything and said it was okay, ain't nothing leaking here. Nothing. That's fine.
Right.
I took his word for it because it's his business and that's what I paid him for.
It's a dealership too.
Right. Well, I took it to another dealership. And I wasn't looking to have it done, but I said, listen, while you're checking everything, I said, check underneath and make sure there's no, apparent or standout leaks of anything, of the sort.
Right.
And they said, okay, no problem. Well, I said, anything leaking when I came back to pick it up? No, everything's fine.
Now, is that the mechanic talking to you? Because he sounds drunk.
No, that's me sounding drunk.
Well, I mean, normally when I take my vehicle into my Chevy dealership, I deal with a one-on person right there. And then, the truck comes out and I go, all right, anything that I should know? Oh, no, everything's fine. Can you sign here? And I go, okay. And I kind of look him in the eye and I go, so everything's good. I shouldn't have any problems. How long is the work that you've done guaranteed for? For example, what is the rotation of the tire? Oh, hold on. She's putting the thing around my neck here to catch all the hair.
Tighten the noose, Amy.
Yep.
Tighten the noose.
Well, here's what pisses me off is I lost the center cap to my rim because I had to change and rotate the tires.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly it covers your lug nuts.
Yeah. So I'm like going, if I would have pitched a fit, I could have gone down there and say, hey, look, it's the last time it was touched by you guys, and I lost the center cap on my thing. And they would have said, what would they have said?
You would have had to have gone back that day, and even if you went back that day, you know what they would have said?
Right.
They would have said, you lost it on the way home.
Yeah.
You hit a bump. You hit a pothole. Right. You know what? Next time I'm going to run over your pothole.
Right. And they got potholes left and right out there on the front of that place. So I think it's rigged.
Yeah, I know. It's so I don't know. The car. Other than that, the car runs fine. It runs fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Anything else going on with your life that we need to know about? You seen any good movies lately? How about what's the one movie with John Travolta you said you loved? You were like going, I can't wait to see this movie. I can't wait to see this movie.
Well, it's true. I couldn't wait to see it.
And this was on Christmas Day, right? Was it Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
I watched it.
It was when
I watched it the day after Christmas. Day before?
Babe, if you're going to talk, you got to move that microphone around back to you.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Did I watch it Christmas Eve, honey? No. Day before Christmas Eve?
Yeah, well, because I think you finished it at home, right?
Yes, you're right. And because I talked about it with you guys while I was here for Christmas.
Right.
So anyway, it was with John Travolta. Yes, you're right.
Uh-huh.
And it was.
What was the name of the movie? It was awesome, right? I mean, it's about this big crime lord.
It was about Gotti. It was horrible.
Why? What was wrong with it?
It was terrible.
Why was it terrible?
It was just absolutely terrible.
Don't burp on the microphone, please.
Well.
What was
the
wrong
next
with
crew
it?
will have to come in and deal with it.
Yeah.
It was, and it wasn't so much him. And you know what it was?
What?
I was comparing him to
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Godfather.
But The Godfather, Marlon Brando,
Right.
and also too Armand Assante.
Right.
You know who he is?
No.
Well, he's an Italian actor, but he's American. He actually played in a movie named Gotti, and it was about John Gotti.
Okay.
Naturally. And I thought Armand Assante did a much better job than John Travolta. Travolta tried to imitate Brando,
Really?
and he didn't. He did not bring it off.
That's the worst thing you can do is to be, Italian and to mimic Brando because he just did it himself.
Yeah.
Brando's a Brando.
Well, he tried to with the puffy cheeks and like chipmunk cheeks and
Yeah.
everything. And Gotti didn't have chipmunk cheeks.
No.
No.
But I think what's the Scientology? I think they told him to do that.
No.
Yes. I think they told him to do it.
Why?
In
I
a
don't-
dream,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. What, to get the puffy cheeks?
No, to do the Gotti movie.
Oh.
Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know. I'm just spitting it out there.
Well, you know what? That's a possibility because they depend on him and Tom Cruise
Right.
for a lot of their money.
Right.
And maybe they figured, well, he's going to make a lot of money if he does this movie, and we'll be able to suck his ass dry if he collects big on it. You
Right.
know. So I'm you pulled something out of the wind there, and it might mean something.
It might mean something.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, Jesus.
But no, it was not a good movie. I did not enjoy it, and I was sorry I wasted my time.
You know, it was a good movie that we watched the other night on Netflix. Have you heard about the Bird Box yet?
No, I saw it advertised. I haven't seen it. It's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's not disturbing or anything, but it's different. And when we come back from the break, because she's getting into the front part of my lobe here, while I don't know if you can hear the buzzing in
She's
the
getting
background.
close to trim your nose hairs.
I'm not by the microphone. I'm by your ears. You can hear it. They
I can
can't
hear it. It's driving me crazy. All right, I feel like I'm sitting in my grandmother's chair at 5 years old. She's buzzing my hair. All right, stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back.
Earlobe is on one side.
No. Welcome back.
He taped that. Go ahead.
Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right-hand side is Teacher Man.
Without headphones at this minute, I'll be right with you.
All right. And if you hear buzzing in the background, that's my wife giving me a new haircut for 2019. Give us a call here at the station at 407-448-8800. TEX'us Live at any time at the Queen City Studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Look at that haircut. Located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. And make sure you follow us on our social networks through the Prophet Radio website and be a subscriber and a supporter of the show through Patreon. Babe, I look pretty good. Well, my head looks a little different.
I think you look pretty much human.
God, what the hell? That's a big old melon I got back there. Teacher Man, you know what? We made at the French. We made a. Babe, what did we make? The chicken that we made, the pulled chicken.
Yes, the chicken.
Because it's the new year, we're gonna do low carb for about 30 days and cleanse our bodies and whatnot.
Okay.
That's one. And do you remember this? Do you remember this guy?
That spice, yes.
This is the spice that the little 13-year-old kid made on the summer break. It's called nuclear fallout dust, and Amy put this in some of the chili that we just made.
Now I have a question. And hopefully you have an answer. Now, on that spice, after she made it, have you yet to taste it, or is it just tonight?
I have tasted it, just a little spoonful off of the gravy on top.
Oh, okay.
But she said she took about 13 dashes, and you remember how we had it, earlier this year, and just a slight little. But
well, that way, the way we tasted it. That really wasn't fair.
No.
Because now it's actually in a dish, and it's seasoned the whole dish. It's seasoned the meat. It's seasoned everything that's in that dish. Yeah. Yeah, well, why wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Hopefully. Of course it would. And so I think we're going to get a very different take on that seasoning.
All right. Well, I'll let him know too. You know, when we have a, well, you have to let him know too as well.
That would be a good idea.
So, speaking of dinner, Christmas dinner. Did you have a good Christmas dinner? What did you have?
Oh, let me get myself steady here so I don't pass out again.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch screens.
Every time.
Switch screens so we can get focused on you. You can still watch us getting my haircut on the video.
I'm falling out. I'm falling out. I'm telling you what. Every time I think of, you know, and it's funny. I have a friend, a childhood friend in California, Bobby Kimmerly, and I was talking to him about that dinner today. I mean, I can't. Oh. Lobster,
well, we're dying. What you have?
Lobster tails the size of my ankle, and I got a pretty big ankle. And then these thick old beef filet mignons, just outrageous. But,
now something where'd we get the filet mignons from?
We got the filet mignons from Costco, as well as the lobster tails.
Now, something that we found out about getting a filet mignon, what do you look for when you buy a filet? Because you're going to spend a lot of money on a filet mignon. You know, if you're going to buy it at the store, you're going to buy it at your Publix or your beef dealer or whoever, you want to look for a certain type of, you know, you want to make sure is it one muscle or two muscles? Is it a center cut or not a center cut?
Ideally, yes. There you go. You just said it. Ideally, what you want to get is a cut from the center. So you want a center cut.
Now, how do I know if it's a center cut or not?
Well, you can tell by the size.
You can tell by the price, too.
Yes, you can tell by the price. Because as you come toward the tail, the what they call the tail of the fillet, the steaks get smaller.
Okay.
And they also get more... they get tougher. So you want it right in there, right in the marbled part, in the dead center of the fillet itself.
Now, see, we bought, I don't want to say Baller or anything, but Baller at Costco, we bought 5 fillets in the pack, already wrapped up.
Right.
And there was 3 good-sized ones, and then 2 kind of medium to small to medium. And they have for lack of a better term, they have a thick layer or thick ribbon of fat that goes kind of like from the top or bottom, depending on how you're looking at, right to the middle and then stops. Is that good or bad?
It's part of what I call the marbling, and what everybody calls the marbling.
And it wasn't thick. It wasn't a thick piece of fat, but you had a little bit there for some flavoring.
But it was a ribbon more than it would be layered fat.
It wasn't grizzle. It wasn't. It wasn't tough. I mean, when that piece of steak was cooked, you would never have known that was there unless you saw the piece of meat when you bought it.
Okay.
You would never have known.
Now, babe.
Yes.
You want to describe how you cooked that meat?
Oh, I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
It was like butter. It was like butter.
Well,
Go ahead.
but, you know, I've had a couple years now to practice. So my first year, I lucked out and it turned out great. My second year, which was last year, we also got them from a different place. We did not get them from Costco.
You can say where we got them from.
No, I won't. But I think I cooked I didn't get the cooking right on them last year. But this year I watched all my YouTube videos,
right?
And I watched multiple because, you know, sometimes depending on whose video it is, it might be a little bit different here and there. But so I kind of found one. I'm like, all right, this one seems like makes the most sense. So I did 2.5 to 3 minutes.
But what kind of pan did you use?
Well, first, let me back up. First, I have a giant cast iron skillet that my dad, he's talking to me.
I know.
That my dad got me the year before last, I think. I don't remember, but so you get that screaming hot. And you put some oil in there, vegetable oil.
Was that a Lodge cast iron pan?
It was. Yep.
It was probably the largest kind you can buy.
No, Lodge.
Oh, Lodge, yes. I thought you meant large.
I have a speech impediment.
Well, no, you just sounded like a New Yorker in my dad's eyes. So, you know, you get the pan screaming hot, and you get an oil that is a high temperature oil. So I did vegetable oil. And get that screaming hot. You season it with just some salt and pepper, and put that down. And each side gets 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on what cook temperature you want. So, we actually watched the video, and, they say, okay, if you put your index finger to your thumb, you don't press, but then you push right here on your, just below your thumb, that's rare.
Okay.
Your middle finger is medium rare.
Okay.
Your ring finger is going to be your medium well.
Okay.
And then your pinky is going to be your well. And depending on the firmness there, it'll help you to figure out by touching your steak what your temperature is before you put it in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes.
Each one, you're touching your thumb to each one, right? So
Yep.
thumb to pinky.
Well, it depends on what temperature that person wants.
But that's how you get the tenderness.
Yes, that's how you get the tenderness. Yep. So index finger to your thumb, not clinching or pinching, but just put them together, and that's a rare.
You're so smart.
And also,
well, not me. I got to give credit to the lady I watched on YouTube.
And she was very good at explaining that. But also, too, you have to take into consideration, which is, I think, one of the mistakes that we made last year. Because we talked about that and cooked them together, the rest time.
Oh, yeah.
The rest time. Because the longer you let them rest, or if you cook it a little more than you want, like let's say you want a medium rare. Mm-hmm. And you cook it to medium rare.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be medium well by the time
it's going to be medium well by the time it's done resting.
Oh, that's stupid.
Because it continues to cook.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we did that.
Can I just throw ice on it and stop it from cooking?
Well, you can throw an ice bath.
Yeah. Blanch it a little bit.
Oh, but I'm telling you.
Tough steak, but yeah.
Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800 with your filet mignon stories if you have. And, I tell people all the time, what did you have for Christmas dinner? What'd you have for? And I always say, my wife and, teacher man and stuff are Italian background. We have meat and shellfish, which is lobster. And they always, balk at me and stuff. Oh, you don't have ham? Yeah, you don't have ham. You don't have all this other stuff. And I'm like going, well, not until I met my wife.
Well, that's not really an Italian thing, though, is it?
It is. Ham isn't.
No, not ham.
Oh.
But I'm
surf
talking
and
about
turf.
Well, the Italians consider the Christmas Eve dinner to be the Feast of Seven Fishes.
Right.
And they do actually have 7 different, if they're real true Italians,
right,
7 different kinds of seafood. Mm-hmm. Sea urchin and lobster and fish and crab and all that
Shrimp
stuff.
And all that
but
stuff, yep.
Also, Amy, tell them also about a share, if you would, how to get the tail out of the lobster, what you did different this time.
Oh yeah,
this year, yeah.
Now, traditionally, when you go to Red Lobster or one of those, they cut the lobster across the top and then they pull out the little piddly thing of meat you get from Red Lobster. Easy, teacher man, easy. Because it is. They fool you.
It's like a big shrimp.
It's a big shrimp is what it is, a big prawn.
Yeah.
And they cut the top and they pull the little meat out and they throw it on top and they say, oh we'll charge you $15 for that.
Right.
So, babe, go ahead and tell them what you did with ours.
Well, yeah, this year, so normally, in all years past, which I think I've cooked lobster probably for the past, 8 to 10 years. We've changed out our steaks or whatnot since then, but normally I'll cut it along the hard shell along the top, because then you just kind of crack that shell open, you pull out the meat, and then you push the shell back together and you lay the meat on top of it when you go to broil it. Well, this year what I did was cutting through that top shell is a pain in the ass, and it's tough.
Plus all the chips and pieces you get with it.
Yeah. Sometimes depending on the quality of that shell, that shell might. Is that better?
Yeah.
That shell might splinter off a little bit, and so sometimes you might cook it with a piece of that on the meat. But this year I flipped it upside down and I cut it down the bottom of the lobster, where
the underbelly.
The underbelly of the tail, and it's a lot softer. The first one, I will say, it was very difficult to figure out how to pull that thing out, because your push, you have to open it a little bit so you can pull the tail out. Well, you're opening it against that hard shell that we used to cut against, or cut through. But I finally kind of figured it out, and it's just kind of wiggling it out, and I pulled the whole meat of the tail out. And then I flipped the shell over and cooked it the same way, but that instead of the cut being on the top, the cut was underneath. So just laid it right on top and put the seasonings on it and threw it in the oven for broil.
Oh, I'm dreaming about. I want more. I want it again.
They were really good. They were nice size too. I think we said how many ounces were they each? Did we figure out?
I figured they were 12 ounces each. I don't know.
It was probably close because I think. Well, no, it was a little over a total of like 1.5 pounds. I think. 2 pounds.
I was telling
the
Kimberly
two.
today they were 2
for the
pounds
three.
each.
Jesus.
I think we paid a full 2 pounds price because I think they were $25.
All right, so hold on. Let's figure this out. So people.
They were $54 and change.
Yeah.
Easy. Let's not. All right,
Divided by 3.
Yeah.
So 2 pounds. How many ounces are in a pound?
16.
Okay, times 16 equals. People get off of here. Equals 32 pounds.
32 ounces.
32 ounces divided by 3 equals. So they were about 10 ounces each.
They were a little bit more than that because we
Yeah.
paid a little more than 2 pounds. But yeah, so they were probably between 10 and 12 ounces each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm saying 12. I'm going to go 12.
They might be. Yeah, they might have been.
He's going 12.
Yeah.
going
I'm
12.
Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. That was our Christmas dinner.
Well, no, you're forgetting a very important part there, mister.
What'd I do?
What was our side dish?
Oh, homemade. Oh my God! And you know what? When I come back,
We'll
we're going to
talk about
talk
that.
about the side dish, and the side dish was just as important as the lobster and the fettuccine alfredo that we had.
Oh, hey.
You gave it away.
All right, stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live, right? You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Proper Radio. My name is Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher Man.
I'm having such a good time tonight, man.
And behind me is my very own hairstylist. She is so good, I married her. It's my beautiful wife, Amy. Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing? You trimming my hair for the new year, huh?
I am. Thank you.
She's been trying to hold me down, literally hold me down.
I think it's been over a month now.
And we get so busy at the French. I hear and I tell her I hear the story all the time where I love this song. Like I think it started December 1st. I'm gonna cut your hair this weekend. I said, okay, fine, no problem. And that's Saturday morning. We do all our chores, do all our stuff, and then Sunday afternoon, she's like, oh, I don't feel like doing anything. And then the next weekend, she's like, I'm going to cut your hair. And I'm like, I love that song. Sing it again. And then, Sunday afternoon, sure enough, she said, you know what? What are you guys doing this evening? I said, well, it's shitty at the French. I said, I'm going to go. The boss asked me to come into the studio to do a podcast. Thank you, Teacher Man, for showing up, by the way.
Hey, no problem.
And she's like, well, I'm going to cut your hair while you're doing your show. And I said, no problem. You don't mind being on the cameras and stuff. So here she is.
Here I am.
You can call us at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. We are live in the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't worry. We are Ubering home. We've had some drinks and stuff. And my beautiful wife makes the Moscow mules. You like the Moscow mules there, Teacher Man?
Man, I love it. And that's why I'm a responsible.
Easy.
What am I doing? Too loud?
No.
I'm a responsible drinker.
No. Hey, do you like the Moscow? I love them.
Hell yeah. No, I do like. I never heard of the damn things till you guys came home from vacation.
Well,
The Charleston.
Oh yeah, so we had them. No, we had them somewhere else, didn't we?
Nope, it was downtown Charleston at the rabbit.
I think it's called the Foot and Rabbit or something like that. Something stupid.
The rabbit's foot?
Probably.
I don't remember, but yeah, it was something like that.
So these are in the copper mugs, and that's what we have here in the studio. If you're watching this on the beer cam, if you see a big old gold thing or copper thing in front of the beer cam, that's my wife's Moscow Mule. And
Sorry,
what?
I didn't realize I was covering your.
Yeah,
That's his beer camera.
That's the beer cam.
Show beer. Okay, sorry.
But describe to everyone what's in a Moscow Mule. A good, because we've had them 15 different ways a Sunday, or at least you have. Because I don't drink liquor. I don't drink hard liquor, except for, what was it, Christmas Eve. I did have 2 or 3 margaritas.
Yes, which I'm telling you, surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm thinking, and I'm looking at him, and I'm saying, he, for him to go off track and.
But that's all I had that day.
I know.
I did. That's all I had.
I know. Hey, listen, I'm not talking you down here.
No. But what I'm saying is, I just wanted something a little bit different, and I wanted something that had, I drink beer when I work on the French. I drink beer when I'm busy. I wanted
You
something.
drink beer in your sleep.
I drink beer. No, I wanted something to have to where I could just relax, and I don't have that drink. I don't have that go-to drink. For example, like the margarita, because when I had the margarita, I was sitting there playing my PlayStation. I can't sit there and drink beer and play PlayStation because I want to do stuff. I want to get up. My brain goes, okay, you could fix this, you could do this, you can do that. The margarita, I was just kind of sipping and just relaxing and doing my thing.
And it's mellow, and not surprisingly enough, but you say that you stick to beer because beer knows you, and you don't when to stop.
Limitations,
right? Your limitations, and you didn't go overboard or anything like that. With
I was scared to because I've had very many tequila nights where I'm puking my guts out after drinking beer all day, and then all of a sudden everyone wants to do tequila shots.
Yeah.
But I did margaritas, and I did what did we get? The Jose Cuervo,
and the Margaritaville mix or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You on? Oh, I just want to make sure.
I'm not talking into the microphone.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm trying to cut your hair.
Okay.
Just get you to sit still long enough.
I know. I got a big head. I'm moving around. But the one thing that I bought for Christmas Day was eggnog. I wanted to do eggnog. I wanted to do all that stuff. And when we bought eggnog, I wanted to have like the Southern Comfort that goes with it. So I did it. I did a shot. I did like a shot and a half in my eggnog. And I sat down, I took a sip of it, and I put the cinnamon. You're supposed to put nutmeg. I put cinnamon on top of it. And I took a sip, and I go, I think I put too much Southern Comfort. And I talked to the guys down at the production, one floor down.
Uh-huh.
And they said, oh, no, you barely put a drop in your eggnog. You just want a little bit of a Southern Comfort in your eggnog. And I put a shot and a half in a coffee. And look... Yeah, in a coffee mug, like the Moscow Mule there.
It shouldn't have affected it like that. Now, I have got a question because anytime I'm not usually an eggnog drinker. I mean, I like eggnog with nothing in it, but it's very high in sugar, and that's why I couldn't have the margaritas,
right?
Because the mix is very high in sugar.
Right.
But anytime I've had years ago an eggnog, a hard eggnog, it was with bourbon. Not Southern Comfort.
See, that's what I thought, and I thought it was rum. But what's Southern
or rum?
So, but we bought at Walmart. We bought the Southern Comfort eggnog, liquor not included. So when we went to ABC,
makes sense.
I walked into ABC. Go ahead.
I was to say, well, the instructions said to get your Southern Comfort original or whatever, it's traditional or whatever, and said, that's what you should put into it.
So I walked into ABC, and I was telling the guys down at the second floor there, I said, I walked into ABC. I didn't know where to start. I'm like going rum, tequila, rum. I mean, there's 15 times of rum. Right. And I go, oh, there's Gentleman's Jack. I heard one of the guys downstairs talking about, oh, I like Gentleman's Jack. Hey, there's Gentleman's Jack. And I'm like going, all right, are we in the whiskey? Are we in the bourbon? Are we in the rum? I don't know. I was so overwhelmed. And I guess that would be for anyone, excuse me, that the rains here is messing up my sinuses. But it'd be no different than anyone who doesn't drink to say walk into a beer aisle and any beer, all the beer's the same. Well, no, it's not.
Yeah.
So I was just so overwhelmed, and so I just said, just grab the Southern Comfort original. That's what it says. And that's what we got. Oh,
well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Jesus, that was disgusting.
I don't like Southern Comfort because Southern Comfort has a lot of orange in it, orange flavor.
What's that mean?
It's just it's not something that I ever thought about mixing with eggnog.
How does it get the orange flavor or the orange tint to it?
I don't get that orange flavor.
Did you have some? Did you tasted some straight out of the bottle?
Yeah.
I tasted. Remember, I put that little bit in one of these cups, and I tasted it. I could taste the orange right away.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as what's the
Grand
real
Marnier.
orange? No, not Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
Well, Grand Marnier has orange in it, but there's another one.
Orange
matter
juice?
of fact, it goes in a margarita.
Orange juice?
Oh, the triple sec?
That's triple sec.
No, yeah.
That's an orange base.
That's not. Is that in the margarita? No.
No, triple sec's in something else.
Yeah.
Whiskey sour.
I don't know.
No.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I tended bar for 100 years, but I mean, when
You're not showing it right now.
I know. And when you asked Amy to talk about, what was in a Moscow Mule, I have no idea. I never heard of a Moscow Mule.
So
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Okay, so what's in a Moscow? Excuse me. God damn that.
Oh my.
I got a mule
Amy,
in my
stop
throat.
doing that to him.
All right. So what is in a Moscow? A good
Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule.
You have to have the copper mug. That's
Okay.
the first ingredient that you have to have a good Moscow Mule.
And why is that?
Because that copper creates that ice cold. Oh, it's amazing. So you have to have the copper mug. Then just put, I usually fill ours up with ice. I put, a shot of vodka in there. And then I squeeze about a quarter of a lime of lime juice into each drink. And I leave the little wedge in there too. And then I fill the rest up with a ginger beer, or at Costco, they have these really great
Mixers.
I think they were mixers. It was the Spectacular Mules or something like that. Mm-hmm. There's 3 different flavors. You have your typical ginger beer. They have a ginger ale, and then they have a grapefruit flavor. The grapefruit and the ginger beer, I think, are probably my top 2 out of them. Ginger ale's good, but I really like the ginger beer, that bite that it gives. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Well, that's the only one I'm allowed to have. Right? Oh no,
Hello.
I can have the ginger ale.
You can have the ginger ale and the ginger beer. You just can't have the grapefruit.
Why can't you have grapefruit?
Well, and I mentioned this a while ago. I don't know if you remember. Probably not.
I don't pay
But
attention to you.
I used to take a medication for my blood pressure, which since I've been going to this guy, he took me off it because my blood pressure's been fine.
Hold on. You can't just say I've been going to this guy and this guy's.
Well, I don't want to
the
mention his
doctor-
name.
The doctor that he's been
The
seeing
doctor I've been
since
seeing
he moved
since
up here.
Right.
Well,
Right.
about a year after you moved up here, because that first one, he was a
Oh God.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he was from the Virgin Islands.
oh, yeah.
But anyway, this guy, and I love him because he's a real personable kind of guy. Anyway, one of my blood pressure medication I could not drink grapefruit juice or even eat grapefruits
It was
because it would counteract it. It had a contraindication.
So what would have happened if you would have had grapefruit juice or anything? Would something happen to you?
You might have to give me mouth to mouth.
All right. Well, when we come back,
He's going to die.
you said a neighbor almost had to give you mouth to mouth when he came over the other day. So stick around. You're listening.
Yes.
You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Teacher man and his neighbor giving him mouth to mouth. You're listening to Deacon Live. Stick around. We'll be right back. You sure? She's
No, yeah, I'm fine. Did that say skinny pussy?
No, it says skinny puppy. You ever heard of skinny puppy?
No.
My mom and dad. What? Okay. Hold on. Oh, welcome.
Hi.
You got shit on your
I
shingle.
I don't have shit on my shingle.
Thank you, hon.
You want to put your headphones on for this?
Oh yeah.
So, speaking of you were talking about Skinny Puppy.
Yeah.
My mom and dad used to make fun of me because Skinny Puppy, I always asked for the new Skinny Puppy CD and the new Skinny. Oh, you're listening to what? Is that yours?
Yes.
You can put it over here.
No, there wasn't enough room. I just.
Oh, there's plenty of room. Right there on the beer
I
cabinet.
just needed to set it down so I could put my headphones on.
Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right-hand side is Teacher Man.
Hey, Happy New Year.
He has got a refill there of his Moscow Mule and his copper mug.
Yeah.
And right behind my left-hand shoulder is my beautiful wife, Amy,
Hi.
cutting my hair here in the studio because she can't hold me down here at home or at the French. So she figured she'd come up here. And then cut my hair. Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. We are live in the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. What was I talking about?
Skinny Puppy.
Skinny Puppy. My mom and I, every year through my high school years and stuff, I used to ask for Skinny Puppy, and my whole entire family thought it was funny. Funny. Oh my God, it's funny. Oh, there's a band called Skinny Puppy. Well, Skinny Puppy is this big, huge industrial band that has like paved the wave through all these other industrial bands that have come out and the music underground. And so that was Skinny Puppy that was playing there earlier.
Oh, okay.
You're like, I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
But it's no, you know what? It's no, think of you and me if we were both 15 years old and we had an idea and we were going to call our band, we had this funk metal band and we're going to call it the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh.
And you'd be like going, well, what the fuck does that mean? And you'd be like, all right, that's the name of the band. And guess who they are now? They're millions. So band names don't mean a goddamn thing.
No.
But, anyway, so the Teacher Man saw who was playing there right before we came back from break was Skinny Puppy.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know what an industrial band is either.
Well, it came out right after the Revolutionary War.
Don't believe him on that one.
Don't worry. There's certain things I know not to.
That's part of that 20%.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're watching this on the camera here, you can see my wife has cut my hair to a certain fashion. Teacher Man, how do I look so far?
You look good.
Do I look good?
Yes.
It needs some touching up, but
yeah.
But
What do you
I think
mean,
it's
yeah. Don't say yeah. You're supposed to say no. It doesn't.
no, it does.
All right.
I know it does, but it's oh my gosh, it's better than it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well. Oh yeah. Look at my hair. I can see there on the front camera there.
Oh yeah, you don't have the curls coming out of your ears anymore.
I don't have the curls. I don't have anything like that. You know who my hair looks like? A good friend of mine. You ever heard of Tyler Cassidy?
No.
Well, here's a little song.
I know this guy.
I like Tyler Cassidy.
Yes, I do too.
He keeps it real.
I think he's hilarious.
And this is a new. And he's. You know what? For what he does. His videos are. Look, he's sitting in his mom's living room or his house or whatever the case may be, and he keeps it real simple. So here you go.
Growing up in church, everyone I knew always spoke in tongues. But I never got the chance, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me feel dumb. Everybody all running around and they're screaming like little pump. But listen up close, cause now I'm gonna show you how to speak in tongues. It goes, shoulda got a Honda, coulda got a Kia, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, onomatopoeia, wouldn't wanna be a Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Shack Attack, Big Mac, shoulda got a Honda, coulda got a Kia, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, onomatopoeia, wouldn't wanna be a Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Shack Attack, Big Mac, Shack Attack, Big Mac. Then the pastor laid hands on me and tried to give me the Holy Ghost, but the shit never worked. I guess the Lord don't want to save my soul. So then I led a sinful life and I was out there sucking dick. Cause everybody knows you're gonna go to hell unless these words come out of your lips. It goes, shoulda got a Honda, coulda got a Kia, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, onomatopoeia, wouldn't wanna be a Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Shack Attack, Big Mac, shoulda got a Honda, coulda got a Kia, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, onomatopoeia.
So that's Tyler Cassidy. He's a good friend of the station here. I like him. I like his songs because they're you never know where he's gonna go with the music.
Right. It's always a surprise with him.
It is a surprise. Speaking of surprise, Teacher Man. So you were sitting at home and you got a knock on the door, from my understanding.
Right.
And when was this?
This was
Were you okay? So you said someone came on banging on your door like
no, not banging, just a knocker.
Okay.
At my side door. Okay. And I went back there, and it was my neighbor from across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, "Oh, I just came over here. I wanted to check on you, make sure everything was all right, and you were all right." Mm-hmm. So I said, "Oh, I said that's fantastic." I said, I don't know what to say, but I appreciate the hell out of it. What made you do that? He said, "Well, I saw you come home. It was the day. It was the day after Christmas when you guys were going to work.
Right.
And I brought all my stuff in the house, and I parked my car always the same way in the same spot.
Right.
And I didn't know my garbage day was off. I didn't know when the garbage men had come.
Sit down now. No, we're listening.
I didn't know whether the garbage men had come or if they were coming or what. So I put the garbage pail out front, and I left it there.
Uh-huh.
And he came over and he said, "Well, I saw you left your garbage pail out all week, and I wanted to make sure that you were okay."
He should work for a homeowners association.
No,
Well-
you know what though? I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome.
Well, and I did the same thing for him a while back. It was over the summer. He had him and his wife had one car, and I saw it was towed away to have some work done, and so I went over there and I knocked on the door and I said, "Listen," I said, if you'd like to borrow my car anytime to go up to the stores or Food Lion or whatever, I said, you're more than welcome to it. Or if you'd rather have me drive you, I said, I would anytime. Just let me know. And he said the same. Nice, very nice of you, very neighborly.
Now,
But
is this the one that had the Halloween party and
The
stuff?
trailer, no.
No.
This is the
The
guy
one to the left?
Yeah, that's his uncle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
His uncle owns that house too, right?
Yes, he does. The
Yeah.
guy that came over to my place owns that house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was,
That's nice.
really
It was
very,
nice.
very
Yep.
nice. I could have been on the floor, with the
don't say that.
DTs or shaking or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing
No,
is that you and I don't go that direction very often.
Right.
So, I mean, at least during Monday through Friday, we don't.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's in the opposite direction that we travel for work. So it's
Right.
it's nice to know that.
Well, and we come down the station, but you would die happy in your Craftmatic bed or whatever you got there.
Right? Or wherever I fell. You know what? At this stage of the game, I no matter, whenever God calls me, I'm going to die a happy man.
Yeah. You know what's funny? We were talking about your Craftmatic bed. I've got a guy that I work with at the third floor upstairs, and he's complaining about his back. Now he's I don't want to say he's retired. He's a veteran. He worked in the military. He worked for the Army was in the Army for at least 10 years. Did his time and got out. Never saw any action and stuff. He just did like the regular stuff. And he's complaining about his back and his issues and stuff. Remember, we went through the whole thing with my sciatica and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, thank God that Purple Mattress stepped up and sponsors the show. And we got, not that we didn't get it for free. We had to pay for the mattress. But we have a Purple Mattress. And my nights have been almost impeccable as far as I shoulder pain here and there, but that depends on the angle that I'm laying in. And he's been sleeping on a mattress, the same thing that the same mattress for the last 15 years. And you can't do that. You can't do that because it sinks and stuff. And I was trying to talk him into getting the Purple Mattress. And he's like, "Well, how much are they?" And I'm like going, "Well, they're it's a little bit of money, but that'll be the last mattress you ever buy."
Yeah, and besides, you spend half your life in it.
Exactly. Unless you die like a year after.
A year after you buy it.
Yeah.
Buy your mattresses young, kids.
Right. All right, Teacher Man, you ready to do your 15 seconds of fame?
I'm ready.
All right. Babe, you ready?
Oh yeah.
You all right? Because you can chime in at any time.
All right.
All right, hold on. I got to set this up. It's going to take a second. I got to remember where I put everything. Where's it at? Oh.
You New Yorkers.
Oh, here it is. All right, I'll start it over. You ready? Here we go. 15 seconds of fame. Teacher Man.
Listen, all you New Yorkers.
All right, Teacher Man. New York trip on the horizon.
It's coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see Mama. I can't wait to, you always razz me about, fast food and shit like that. But I'll go to White Castle once. I'll go to I'll have pizza every Friday.
Right.
But I'll go to Banquets more than once.
Now
But I won't have any jelly donuts.
Now you got grandnieces and grandnephews down there, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. One of each, and I can't wait to see them, of course.
They are cute as ever.
Oh, my goodness.
The Christmas videos on Facebook are awesome.
Yeah. Oh, they're fantastic. Good kids.
Are they're doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's doing fine. Grandma's doing fine, or great grandma, whatever the hell she is by now.
All right, young in teen killed by lion today on the Burlington, North Carolina.
There was a teenage, not a young. I'm not reading it. I can't see it.
It says young in teen killed by
young intern.
Oh, intern.
This girl just got out of college. She was 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She's an intern at a zoological park. It's a conservational park in Burlington, which is right near Raleigh, just outside of Raleigh. She was mauled, chewed to death. She was being eaten as the lion was shot.
Holy moly.
Attacked by a lion. This was today in North Carolina. And the lion was actually eating her and tearing her apart by the time the cops got there and shot the lion.
Was it a zoo or was it like a study type place?
Yeah, it's a conservation. Okay. It was a huge lion, but it's more of a conservation type atmosphere, not a zoo type atmosphere.
More of like an educational research type place.
Right. And she was an intern there. I guess she was a graduate, not a graduate, but a student of zoology or biology or whatever. But anyway, this lion got out and attacked her and just tore her apart.
Naked Chicks Chalupa back at Taco Bell.
Naked Chicken Chalupa.
Oh,
boy, what have you got in your mind?
I'm only reading what he writes down here.
Naked Chicken Chalupa is going to be back in 2019. That's where they take the chicken and they fold it and they make the taco out of it and then fill it with all sorts. Oh, it's delicious.
Nope.
Oh no.
$2.50.
Nope.
You can't go wrong.
I want Taco Bell to bring back the
chili cheese burrito.
Thank you, babe.
Chili cheese burrito.
Chili cheese burrito. Now, chili cheese burrito. I imagine you can't get one of them.
No, they don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore. They were on the 99-cent menu. We have done homemade, make it at home type. Where you go online and the
what's the recipe?
Yeah, what's the recipe to how to make them at home and stuff. Chili cheese burritos are the biggest hit. And they took them off the menu. They were 99 cents. I would buy 4 of them and have 2 in the morning for breakfast. This was my nightclub DJing days.
Well, I used to grab them on my way to my night classes in college.
Well, and your brother used to do that. That's how I got hooked.
Henry loved those. That was his favorite thing on the menu.
And the what's the other thing that
Mexi Melts?
Mexi Melts.
Yeah.
He would always bring me 1 or 2 of each of those. And oh God, they were good.
All right, Zuckerberg lost $22 billion in 2018.
Zuckerberg. He's in the 500.
Fortune 500.
No.
Oh.
He's in the top 500 billionaires in the world. He owns about 13% of Facebook, and thanks to Facebook. And
That's all he owns?
No, he owns 13% of it.
I know, but that's all he owns?
The amount of Facebook? Yes, 13%. He lost $22 billion in 2018 after remember all the dealio that happened right after I think it was the second quarter. He lost.
Oh, when he was on trial and stuff.
He lost a bunch.
He lost
of money.
He lost a lot of faith, a lot of
right.
He
started out with 75. He started out with 75. 50. I think he's down to like 53. And that's a lot of money to lose.
That is a lot of money.
$22 billion.
Some countries don't even make that in taxes.
I know.
Third world countries and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's 2 this evening.
What?
Whatnots. Your dad.
Oh yeah.
Your dad said don't say whatnots anymore. That's your fill word. So.
And whatnot.
All right, Teacher Man, anything else you want to add to the show?
Just happy to be here with my favorite people for the new year, and I don't know that I'll see the new year, but I'm just happy to be here with you guys.
Well, we're going to see it here at the station.
Well,
there's two parties that we have to go to. We have to go to the studio party, which is actually downstairs. I don't know if you heard the rumbling and stuff. You can hear the DJ bumping down there.
Yeah.
And then there's one more party that we have to go to the owner of the station. We have
as long as we're not driving, I don't care.
We're not driving. It's Ubering all over town. So
Sounds great.
I'd like to thank each and every one of you for hold on one sec. Here we go.
Possible for you to shut the fuck up for 10 seconds.
Teacher Man, 2019, you're going to
Maine.
You're going to spend a week up there. That seems a long time to be in Maine.
No, not when you're eating what I'm going to eat.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. Who knows?
Babe, babe, how's my hair look?
Oh my gosh, 1,000 times better.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. And it's not even finished, but it looks better.
All right.
It does.
All right. So on behalf of Teacher Man.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Have a safe one. Whatever you're doing tonight, be careful.
Thumbs to the camera.
Oh. Thumbs up.
To the camera.
This way here, he knows what he's doing.
Baby, you can turn around, look at the other camera. Oh, let me turn around so you can see the camera. Thumbs to the camera. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening to us here in 2018. We'll be back on the other side of 2019. Make sure you follow us on our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our Instagram page, and make sure you support the show on Patreon. That's P-A-R-P-A. It's on
Patreon.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
I keep you around for something.
I know.
On behalf of myself and Teacher Man, this is Deacon saying goodnight. Oh, God. Let me try that again.
You forgot who he was.
I forgot who I was. I'm looking at all the different things on the screen. On behalf of Teacher Man, my wife Amy.
Hey.
This is the Deacon saying goodnight and goodnight.
Oh, he gets so flustered sometimes.
Wouldn't be my schmoopy unless.
Oh no. Wait, come back.
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.